She is
appearing.
not appearing.
They are not ready.
They are not ready.
Keep on taking the adjournment without reason. On every date, she is accompanying with her mother and brother. The same distance from Nelmangla to Devnalli, Nelmangla to Bangalore. Here, many number of cases are there in family court. It is very difficult for the presiding officer to dispose the cases in Bangalore family court. Again, they have to run from family court to their home further 2-3 years. This is almost in the ending stage, my lord. Heap number of cases in family court.
That is a strategy.
No, because almost in the ending stage, there is no chances. Here.
They don't want it to end fast.
Pardon?
They don't want it to end fast.
They don't want.
The proceedings to end fast.
No, it has to end because chance of second marriage will diminish. If the same party is fighting between each other, chance of second marriage will diminish to both of them. So it is in the stage of cross-examination. At the ending stage,
chance of any settlement either way. Either you join or separate.
He himself filed the divorce case. There is a series of reality what is committed by the husband. On 2/4/2021, is the marriage date. And within 1 year itself, he files a divorce case. He has an affair. He has an affair with one Sahana, my lord, and this is the main reason for them.
Now, do you want to go back?
He has an affair.
he is not ready to accept, my lord.
He has an affair with one Sahana, my lord. That is also, my lord, we have stated in our.
So what I am suggesting, if it's not possible to live together,
Yes, my lord.
then you explore possibility of dissolving it.
But
That is in the ending stage, my lord.
Just wait. You explore positive. Now, if you cannot coexist, then
No, my lord, he has an affair, my lord. That's the
correct.
reason.
So
Yes.
I'm saying at least you see what can be done. You try to separate otherwise. If it's not possible
Yes, my lord.
because of whatever reason,
Yes.
then try to see if it could be separated.
But they have to, my lord, came for, but they are not ready for the settlement, any kind of settlement.
No, that we
No, she ran away with her.
just wait.
Yes, my lord.
Be patient.
They are making allegation against us.
Correct. Be patient. I'm seeing if there's a solution to it. That's all. There's a solution. Both of you can walk away, isn't it? Now she is not ready to come.
No, he is not ready to accept. She ran away with somebody, and my petitioner father gave complaint first only.
Please understand, this is not a platform to make allegations. I'm trying to solve it.
They made allegation against me.
Now,
in the
don't
beginning.
make allegation against the judge. Listen to the judge when
Yes,
the judge
ma'am.
is talking. What I'm saying, there's no possibility of staying together.
No,
Isn't it?
yes, my lord.
Huh? He also says, you also say.
Yes,
So the only way out of it is try to see if it can be ended.
yes,
Otherwise, we could have considered staying together.
Yes,
Since
madam.
that's not a possibility.
yes,
Let us explore the possibility of departing peacefully,
yes, my lord.
isn't it?
Yes,
That's what you want. She also is not keen to join you. So then let us explore that possibility. Once we'll refer it to mediation to see how it could be
in
separated.
in
Only
MC
for that
petition
purpose.
referred for mediation. The mediation was failed, my lord.
Like now you make an effort now.
After 2.5 years, my lord.
Now you make an effort to separate. We are not forcing you to join to each other. For the purpose of separation,
Yes.
both of you sit and discuss and see if there's any possibility. If it cannot be, then we'll go ahead with the matter. 1 week time we'll try. You try.
On 4th, the matter is there in family. Senior civil judge Devnalli, my lord.
Nothing will happen there.
No, nothing will happen. Means if we want to move for mediation, there is a stay here.
That we'll arrange. We'll have mediation. If you want, we can have it here also, depending on your convenience. We'll ask one of the lawyers who's present in court to make an effort. If it happens, it happens.
Okay.
If it doesn't happen, then we'll see what is to be done.
Yes, madam.
Huh?
Yes.
Yes, Ajesh. Kumar. Taking note of the differences between the parties. Both parties to explore possibility of amicable resolution of the dispute. Shri Ajesh Kumar, learned advocate, is directed to requested to act as a mediator and make attempts towards resolving the issue amicably. List after 2 weeks. Yes.
Please.
See what is possible. Now it looks prima facie that both don't want to stay. It's not possible. So then what is the other option available? You counsel them. There's no point in spending time in court. You can punish each other, but you'll end up ruining your lives. So try to see what it can be.
Interim order may be extended.
Interim order earlier grant is extended till the next date. Relist the matter week after next date. Now, both of you with an open mind,
Please.
you explore a path. Now, see, the more time you spend in court, your life is.
Yes.
So, if it's not possible, then just forget it as a bad chapter and see how you can come out of it.
Please.
For the petition in this case, my lords. Wife's petition seeking transfer of divorce proceedings from Nelmangla to Bangalore, my lords. They have 2 children, both the children are major. Only grievance, my lords, is the fact that they never resided at Nelmangla. What the husband does is he gives his factory premises.
Jurisdiction is a matter you have to raise before that.
Certainly,
court.
I certainly understand that, my lords. But again, what happens is he has initiated, and again, the address, if your lordship may kindly see the divorce petition itself, he gives his factory address. They never resided there.
No,
That
that's it.
apart, even, my lords, like traveling unnecessarily just to harass the
I
petition.
rejected Nelmangla on the sole ground that metro is there till Nagsandra.
That's what happens is,
No,
the
Nelmangla,
factory-
no.
it's a factory premises address that he is in
No,
fact.
that you raise that dispute, they raise the dispute, question of jurisdiction before the,
I certainly understand, my lords. My only submission is this. If it's prima facie seen that merely to harass the wife, if the husband were to travel to a different jurisdiction, file a petition there, sole intention being to harass. In fact, I have also produced 2 documents, my lords. One, I would like to draw my lord's attention to page number 15, where he has, in the cost title itself, he gives his factory address. And I've also produced Annexure C, my lords.
where is he residing?
He is residing here in Bangalore. He works for Gain at Bangalore. Wife also works for Gain at Bangalore.
Wife is working at Bangalore.
Please, my lords.
He's also working at
Bangalore.
according to you.
Please, my lord. In fact, I can, my lords may kindly turn to page number 36. That's where the document starts, but I would like to draw my lord's attention to page number 38. I merely want to compare Annexure B, the cost title, as well as page number 38, where the factory address, my lords, would find at the bottom of the page, as against unit number 1. He reflects, this is the company that he runs. He reflects his factory address and files it at Nelmangla. My only submission is prima facie, he has a malafide intention. And files of residence, my lords, for both parties. They got married with. My only submission is prima facie, he has a malafide intention. Files of residence, my lords, for both parties. They got married with. My only submission is prima facie, he has a malafide intention. Kindly see unit number 1 at page number 38.
That is his working.
Files of residence, my lords, for both
Nelmangla.
parties. They got married with. My only submission is prima facie, if he has a malafide intention. And he reflects the same address. In fact, he gives his factory name as working.
Files of residence for both parties. They got married
Very
with.
good.
Prima facie, if he has a malafide
And he
intention.
reflects the same address. In fact, he gives his factory name as he
Files
actually
of
moves across the house.
residence for both parties. They got married with.
See if you can get something to indicate his residence. I'll have it next week.
Very well.
See if there is any document you could show to indicate that he's residing at Bangalore.
Certainly, I shall make that endeavor, but only submission, my lords. What happens is here is like, again, in the cost title itself, it's quite apparent. He's reflecting his factory address.
Correct, but where is he residing? See if you can get something.
Certainly, I shall do that.
When do you want?
Lordship may have it after 2-3 days also is fine.
Next week. Good.
Next week,
Search. If you get something, some document,
certainly.
either on the net or otherwise, which could demonstrate that he's residing at Bangalore, I'll consider.
Certainly, I shall
Otherwise,
do.
otherwise, no. So search, do your research. If you get something, I'll take note of
Certainly.
it. Relist the matter on. Yes,
Grateful.
because I've rejected one other matter in Nelmangla. So you give some document to show is it Bangalore, I'll consider.
Well,
Appearing for the petitioner, my lord. My lord, wife petition to transfer the MC case filed under section 9 of Hindu Marriage Act before from Family Court Belagavi to Bangalore, my lord. Is a resident of Bangalore, Yelahanka, my lord.
Belgavi to
Bangalore, my lord.
distance,
500 kilometers.
you are residing at Bangalore.
Yes, my lord. Yelahanka, Bangalore. Yes.
Any children?
No, man. No issues out of the backlog.
In light of the contention raised, petitioner is residing at Bengaluru and is required to travel a distance of about 500 kilometers to attend proceedings before the court at Belgavi, which causes hardship and inconvenience. There would be stay of further proceedings in MC number
662 of 23.
662 of
23, my lord.
23 till the next date. Emergent notice to the respondents. Petitioner permitted to serve counsel appearing for the respondent before the trial court.
My lord, interim order.
For the petitioner, wife's petition, my lord, seeking transfer the MC petition to Hiriyur, my lord. Tumkur to Hiriyur,
What is the distance?
more than 100 kilometers, my lord.
Any children?
4 months baby.
In light of the contention that the petitioner suffers hardship and inconvenience to travel from Hiriyur to attend proceedings before the court at Timpur, which is at a distance of 100 kilometers, more so in light of child of 4 months who has to be taken along. Subject to further consideration, there will be stay of further proceedings in MC 276 of 2023 till the next date. Emergent notice, same.
My lord, for
The
the
decree holder.
judgment data, my lord, previous order date. My lord, in this matter, my lord, on 25/9, what's the date of the day?
25/9/2020.
25/9/23, my lord. My lord is pleased to pass a order where if there's a sale of the subject property, we'll have to report to the honorable court the process of sale. Now, my lord, we have entered into a settlement with the decree holder and the secured creditor, Messrs. JM. If I may be permitted to place on record, my lord. And they have agreed, my lord, for a total amount of 12 crores to be paid to the decree holder,
12.3.
12.3 crores, of which we deposit 6 crores in the fixed deposit and give them the fixed deposit receipt. Thereafter, we are permitted by them to sell the property, and the secured creditor, that is JM Financial, has agreed on a one-time settlement. So we intend, my lord, subject to the orders of my lord, to sell the property before March 31st if possible and pay the secured creditor 69 crores and odd and deposit 6 crores because this is a foreign entity. So they can't receive it directly. They'll have to get the RBI permission. Therefore, while the petition will have to be kept pending, my lord, we request my lord to permit us to place a memo on record. And what we are saying, my lord, is that we are selling this particular property, and therefore, if my lord is pleased to record compliance of the order dated 25/9/23, my lord.
Hi, and welcome to Spark Traffic. Today we'll dive into how to purchase high-quality traffic to your website. After going to www.sparktraffic.com, we enter our email and domain, then click Start Free Demo. This takes us into the overview page.
decline list mentioning in the morning. What sauce for the goose is sauce for the
I'm
gander.
not mentioning, I am not appearing in the matter and
Document number 1 is the settlement with the decree holder, my lord.
Now, there is a permission to the reconstruction company
Yes.
to proceed under.
गोकुल धाम स्पेशली बीमार गौ माता की सेवा की जाती है। गौ माता के साथ साथ कुत्ते, बिल्ली, मोर, बंदर, कबूतर, नीलगाय, हिरण, सभी प्रकार के जीवों की चिकित्सा व सेवा की जाती है। और जितना भी जो गोधन सड़कों पर एक्सीडेंट होता है उनको गोकुल धाम में एम्बुलेंसों के माध्यम से लाया जाता है। गोकुल धाम में अभी वर्तमान में 13 एम्बुलेंसों की सुविधा है। गोकुल धाम में अभी वर्तमान में 1000 से अधिक गोवंश उपचाराधीन है और गोकुल धाम ने पिछले 10 वर्षों में 80,000 से अधिक गोवंश की चिकित्सा व सेवा की है। बारिश का जो समय आता है उस समय हमारी एम्बुलेंस बिल्कुल ही कम पड़ जाती हैं। उस समय एक्सीडेंट ज्यादा होते हैं और 60 से 70 गोवंश हमारे पास प्रतिदिन आते हैं। बारिश के समय की एक बार की घटना है कि हमारे पास एक कॉल आई कि एक गाय का रोड पर एक्सीडेंट हो गया है और जब हमारी एम्बुलेंस उस गौ माता को लेने के लिए पहुंची तब तक उस गौ माता ने तड़प तड़प कर अपने प्राण त्याग दिए थे। आप उस बछड़े की पीड़ा समझिए जो उसकी माँ सामने मरी पड़ी है और वो बेचारा गौ माता की तरफ, अपनी माँ की तरफ देख रहा है कि आज मेरी माँ को कोई बचाने वाला।
Not by way of public auction, then all necessary information regarding manner of disposal of secured assets shall be placed before this court. Full stop. Order of attachment was lifted. Full stop. Now, in the event of a secured asset being sold,
Yes, ma'am.
whatever procedure you will have to follow of informing the creditors, etc.
Yes.
That will be followed, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
Huh?
Yes, yes. As per the one-time settlement at ink page, document number 2, page 9,
Huh.
that is with the secured creditor, the settlement.
Memo is filed by counsel appearing for the judgment debtor.
Yes, ma'am.
It is submitted that parties have agreed to settle the dispute. Full stop. Memo reads as follows. It's further submitted that judgment debtor proposes to sell first scheduled property to a purchaser who has come forward.
The name is also given, ma'am.
Messrs. Terra Wave Projects Private Limited and Ocean Earth Projects Private Limited. Full stop. Upon realization of the sale proceeds.
Yes. The balance sum due to the secured creditor being 62 crores will be paid to them. And as per the terms of settlement, as per document number 1 dated 9th February 24, the terms of settlement will be followed with the decree holder.
With as far as decree holder goes, my lord, we have agreed for a principal amount of 12.3 crore. Since amount needs to be paid to Ager Mauritius because there's a share money which has to be returned back to the person. So since it's a Mauritius company, RBI approval is required. Decree holder number 2 is an Indian entity, which is a subsidiary company of the Mauritius entity. So, my lord, what they're doing is the FD, they are placing it in my name, Ager India Hotels Private Limited. The receipt will be handed over to me personally by tomorrow. And day after tomorrow, they will do the sale, to which I'm accepting, to a half amount of 6 crore rupees. Other 6.3 crore, they will do it subsequently after the RBI approval is taken.
And then very last. The dues of the decree holder would stand eventually settled. The mode of settlement is as recorded in the memo. both sides submit that in letter and spirit, settlement would be closed as enumerated in the memo. Same is taken on record. Relist the matter after
After they get permission, so it can be
after summer vacation.
after summer vacation.
After summer.
After
And
summer,
parties are at liberty to.
after summer vacation. Any developments relating sale and further development as indicated in the memo to be filed by way of a report before this court.
My lord, one submission. The memo does not record 12.3 crore settlement. It only records regarding the first payment of 6 crore fixed deposit to be given to
The letter
the letter at document number 1, my lord, records the
settlement.
settlement of 12.3.
Memo, I think settlement as per memo and document and letter at document number 1 to the memo.
To the memo.
Settlement as per memo and document number 1 to the memo.
My lord, that sale process that I may be permitted instead to file the sale deed, my lord. That what my lord is pleased to decree.
Report, I say.
Report.
Ah.
Sale deed I'll file before the court.
File report ಅಂತಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, along with the sale deed.
Sale deed, my lord. Grateful, my lord.
Cell number 15, urgent 16. Cell number 16.
Petition.
Petition,
This
respond.
case, my lord. My lord, may I request a handover with this order, my lord, because tomorrow is a holiday and I'll file a memo for handover. Grateful.
But this civil petition is filed, my lord, to prosecute the first appeal as an indigent person, my lord. This honorable court directed the parties to appear before the registrar judicial and adduce evidence, my lord. And the petitioner side is over, my lord. We have been chief examined, cross-examined is also over, my lord. In for first case, my lord, the TP 324, my lord, one witness was there, my lord. On 28/1, matter was posted before the registrar judicial for further evidence of the PW1, my lord, that is Mr. Krishnappa, and then for chief of respondents, my lord. On 28/1, matter came up. Petitioner made a request to the registrar judicial stating that our advocate is not there, it may be taken up. On that day itself, my witness is not examined. Respondent files chief examination by way of affidavit and his evidence is taken and it is closed, my lord. None opportunity ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಅವತ್ತು. I am filing application, my lord. Let them an opportunity ಕೊಟ್ಟು ನಾನು will cross-examine the witness, my lord. Same day, my lord. Same day, my lord. Chief examination is taken. It is closed, my lord. In spite of a request stating that petition, one witness was also there in first case 324. Witness is also not examined.
No.
Up to 5:30 he was there. He has filed an affidavit also, that witness.
In fact, sufficient opportunities were given. My lord, in fact, it was all along, they were taking time, and registrar found that the time given by this honorable court has lapsed and I have to send back this thing. Once our proceedings were concluded, my lord, to taking into consideration all the records that were placed from both the parties, my lord. And the matter was remitted back to this honorable court for consideration whether they're indigent persons or not, my lord. In fact, the question of cross-examination does not arise there because only the fact finding is that all the relevant documents, my lord, insofar as their bank statements, as to their financial capabilities, we have placed before the registrar. And it is for this court to, my lord, to take note of all those documents and decide whether these persons are genuinely, bona fidely indigent persons or not, my lord. Because now I am a decree holder, I am suffering by virtue of this stay order that is granted, my lord. And I am not able to take possession of the property also. They're squatting over my property and illegally, now they're telling that we are poor people, we don't have any other this thing, my lord. Now, because they were doing business somewhere else. When the road widening happened, as a matter of convenience, they came and sat in my property. And it's a public property, bank property. Now we have to construct the building there, man.
May I make myself?
And now they have come before this honorable court with this humble plea stating that we are indigent persons, we are not able to pay the court fee and all these things. Because, my lord, lower court also they had filed the court fee. They were unsuccessful there. When they're capable of paying the court fee, they're in the lower court.
Now, let us see, what I'm saying is, now, there's no point in further prolonging these proceedings.
Please, madam.
If both of you
Please, my lord.
agree on a date.
Please, my lord.
On that date, you can find out.
Please, my lord.
And then we'll fix the date
Yes.
and let the complete inquiry be concluded on that date.
Please, my lord.
But both of you suggest a date, then I will.
Any day next week.
Any days, my lord.
You should get the witness and finish it on.
Witness, one witness is there, he will also come, then I'll cross-examine. Same day. Any day, next week it may be fixed.
5th or 6th, my lord.
6th.
Photo.
6th. Yeah, 6th. 8th.
Please, my lord.
Manjuna. 8th working.
2:30.
8th working. 8th fix madam. 8th.
2:30.
Fix it on 8th.
2:30.
Please, my lord.
Our registrar ganteg ಮಾಡಿ usually what
Normally after 2:30, after 3 o'clock, they'll take up, my lord.
3 o'clock.
post lunch is.
Post lunch.
Where is the order? Now he has closed it, is it?
Yes, no, he sent the report to the court.
Close agreement.
You know, previously some other matter was going on. Previous to that, my learned friend only took time stating that his senior is not a much.
In fact,
junior.
my
But
learned
he-
brother-
He should not submit that I was taking the
My,
time.
my learned brother flew out of
I'm
India.
sorry.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಆಯ್ತು
ಸ್ವಾಮಿ
ಆಯ್ತು
ಅವ್ರ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ರು.
ಇವಾಗ ಆಯ್ತು
ಸೇಮ್ ಡೇ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕಾಪಿ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಗಿವ್ ಚೀಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಅಫಿಡವಿಟ್ ಕಾಪಿ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಗಿವ್. ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ಗಿವ್ ದಿ ಕಾಪಿ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಚೀಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್.
Right now.
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ಡ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಎನ್ಕ್ವೈರಿ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ಡ್. ಮೂರಲ್ಲಿ 3 ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಇದೆ. 3ರಲ್ಲಿ 3 ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಇದೆ ಮತ್ತೆ. So PW1 and PW2 is still to be cross-examined.
PW. No, respond, madam. My side is over, madam. Only
RW1.
I have a witness in 324 of in first matter. I have one witness, madam. In other matter, only cross-examination of response.
Last sentence.
Further evidence, same day we will.
Last sentence ನೋಡಿ. ಇವಾಗ 3 ತೆಗಿದ್ಬಿಡಿ ಸೆಪರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಏನೇನೋ. 3 ಸೆಪರೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ.
PW1 was over, madam. Class was over. ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದೆ ನಾನು
ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ. You have not offered for cross-examination.
Madam, my PW1 2 was there. He has filed affidavit up to 5:30 was there. He requested the honorable registrar to grant time. But his evidence, he was ready for cross-examination, madam. PW2 was our affidavit ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವತ್ತು. 5:15 ತನಕ ಇದ್ರು ಅವರು. Even PW1 evidence ಆಗೋಗಿದೆ. PW2 ಒಂದು ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಾ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸ್.
Cross-examined also. PW1 is also cross-examined.
ಇಲ್ಲ PW1 ಯಾರು ಸರ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣಪ್ಪ. ನರಸಿಂಹಮೂರ್ತಿ PW2 ಒಬ್ಬ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ.
Which CP?
ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ 324.
So what you can do, I'll just pass over.
Please, ma'am. Look into that.
You make a small memo.
Please, ma'am.
At what stage in each of the CP, who is still to be in all the 4 CPs?
In all the 4 CPs, my lord, respondent has to be cross-examined.
That's all.
That's
Yes, madam. In first one witness is there, madam.
I have led my evidence.
Hello, which one?
For 324, madam, first case, madam.
So in 324.
One witness is there, my witness.
And PW2.
PW2 is there.
Krishnappa.
Krishna.
So we'll take it one by one. In CP 324, application has been filed by the petitioner seeking for examining permission to examine his witness and cross-examine the respondent and to contest the matter on merits in accordance with law. You others the order sheet idea 324 ನೋಡಿ. Club or separate?
Separate, ma'am.
Separate. Comes same day.
324. ಅಲ್ಲ ಇದು inquiry report 324.
It's a common judgment.
324. Huh? But then the order passed in 324 is PW1, PW2 not offered for cross-examination.
PW1 cross-exam ಆಗಿದೆ.
But it's
By mistake, ಅವ್ರು ಆಗಿದೆ. Narsimurthy, he has been cross-examined.
Let the registrar look into that, and if such error is there, my lord, that may be looked into on that.
ಏನ್ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
Maybe that oversight that's happened.
Learned counsel for the respondent submits that matter may be concluded at the earliest, as any prolonging of the matter causes serious prejudice. Counsel for the petitioner submits that if a date is fixed, the petitioner would complete his side of evidence and also cross-examine the respondent. In light of the said submission, the application is allowed taking note of the contents of the affidavit, and petitioner is permitted to examine his remaining witness and cross-examine the respondent, both of which must be completed on the next date, unless the registrar judicial himself assigns another date. Accordingly, application under 151 filed in CP 324 is allowed. Next. 331, CP 331 of
With
2020.
your lordships, kindly one submission, my lord.
Yes.
And for appearance of the parties before the learned registrar, my lord, a date may be fixed.
Date
In this
what
matter,
is
date is not
Dates
fixed.
ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು.
In the order that is not come.
ಎಲ್ಲಾದ್ರಲ್ಲೂ ಇಟ್ಲಿ.
ಇಲ್ಲ.
No, but
ಎಲ್ಲಾದ್ರಲ್ಲೂ ಇಟ್ಟೆ, ಒಬ್ರೇ witness.
both parties, both sides to be present without notice on 15th before the registrar judicial. 8th ಬೇಡ ಅಂತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ರಜಾ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. 15th ಇದೆ. Next. 331 CP. Application has been filed by the petitioner seeking to permit the petitioner to cross-examine the respondent and contest the matter on merits. Full stop. Counsel for the petitioner submits that the only stage left out in the inquiry is cross-examination of the respondent. In light of the same, taking note of the contents of the affidavit, the stage of the case is reopened and petitioner is permitted to cross-examine the respondent on the next date, that is on 15th. It is made clear that parties to appear without reference to, without further notice on the said date and the petitioner to complete the cross-examination without taking adjournment, unless the registrar judicial himself assigns a different date. Accordingly, IAS allow. CP 363.
Application, I filed memorandum of facts in this case because party was not, ಅದರ affidavit ಅಂತ ತಪ್ಪಾಗಿದೆ, corrected in the application. It's memorandum of facts in this case, sir.
ಹಿಂದೆ ಆರ್ಡರ್ reopen the case ಅಂತ ಮಾಡಿ ಹಿಂದೆ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. In the CP 363 of 2021, application has been filed seeking to cross-examine the respondent and contest the matter on merits in accordance with law. In light of the request made, taking note of the contents of the affidavit.
Affidavit ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ I filed memorandum of facts.
Memorandum of facts, taking note of contents of the memorandum of facts, the stage is reopened Application is allowed. Petitioner is permitted to cross-examine the respondent and contest the matter on merits. Accordingly, I is disposed of. In civil petition 364 of 2021. The petitioner seeks for reopening the stage and permitting the petitioner to cross-examine the respondent and contest the matter on merits. In light of amendments in the affidavit, application is allowed. Petitioner is permitted to cross-examine the respondent on the next date of hearing, that is on 15th. Made clear that no adjournment is to be sought on such date unless the registrar judicial himself assigns another date. Accordingly, application is allowed. ಎಲ್ಲದರಲ್ಲೂ ಕಾಮನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ನೋಡಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ
Artists to be present.
both the parties respondent
And
as well
witnesses.
as petitioners witnesses to be present on the next date.
My lord, one submission. The Chief of Evidence Act, that
I'll-
copy has not been.
I'll do it. So.
Serial number 17, BP Sidramaya. Prashant asks.
In this case, the parties have settled and they are deciding together. Respondent has agreed to withdraw the MC petition, he has not yet withdrawn, my lord. Otherwise, my submission may kindly be recorded, my lord. If he did not withdraw, we will pursue. In CMS number.
Case ವಾಪಸ್ ತಗೊಂತೀರಾ?
ವಾಪಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ.
ಹಾ?
Respondent ಬಂದಿರ ಸರ್. ಇದಾರಾ? ಬರಪ್ಪ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದ್ ನಿಮಿಷ. Respondent is appearing.
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ವು.
ಕೇಳ್ತೀನಿ.
ಆಯ್ತು ಕೇಳಿದ್ವಿ.
ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಸೆಟ್ಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಆಗಿದೆಯೇನಪ್ಪ? ಬರ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೆಟ್ಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ?
Ah, sir, we are staying together.
Staying, good. The respondent is present before court. Counsel for the petitioner submits matter is settled and files a memo and submits the petition may be dismissed as having become infructuous. Reserving liberty in the event of any circumstances warranting reopening of proceedings, it may be reserved. Respondent is present and submits matter is settled. Light of the same, petition is dismissed as not calling for adjudication. Liberty is sought for is reserved. Sign to me.
18 adjourned, serial number 19. Serial number 19, Shakuntala.
The respondent. 19.
Well, I have no objection to transfer. I file work.
Respondent in this husband of the. Yes, filed a divorce petition. Family court of Bangalore.
The petitioner wife has sought for withdrawal of the proceedings. In MC 3706 of 2023. Pending before the family court at Bengaluru. Sought for transfer of such proceedings to the court at Udupi. First, he submitted that as the petitioner is residing at Udupi, the transfer of proceedings is sought as the distance of travel is about distance
Distance from here to, it's a 400 kilometers.
400 kilometers.
390 to 400.
In light of the inconvenience as pleaded, taking note of the law laid down in MB Rekha's case is made out for allowing the petition. Learned counsel for the respondent fairly submits that they have no objection for allowing of the petition. Accordingly, the petition is allowed. Proceedings in MC 3706 of 2023. Pending on the file of the Principal Judge Family Court at Bengaluru is withdrawn and made over to the court at
Family court.
to the designated family court at Udupi. Necessary records to be transmitted forthwith.
Acha.
Resra.
20, seal number 20.
I appear for the petitioner in this matter, my lords.
Yes.
My lords, we had paid the process for the issuance of notice, have also served copy on the counsel appearing for the respondent in the trial court. The same has been filed along with the memo, my lords.
Office to put up report regarding notice issued to the respondent by the next date. Relist the matter on 10th of April.
Interim order is in operation.
Order earlier granted is extended till the next date.
Grateful.
21.
I am for the petitioner, my lord. Today we filed the wakalat, so kindly have it from next week.
For the respondents, please, my lord.
You have filed wakalat.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
yes,
filed
yes.
wakalat.
We'll have it next week. Relist the matter at request
Interim order only kindly.
on
4th.
interim order earlier grant is extended till the next date.
Publish.
22.
Appearing for the
Just 1 minute. Advocate for respondent. You responding has to proceed. Office to show name of counsel appearing for the respondent. Okay. Petitioner lawyer working project. What's
Petitioner counsel, earlier counsel, to inform that he has been passed away, my lord. Now the petitioner counsel has been changed and he has filed a vakal.
Office to show the name of learned counsel Sagar V. Shetty as representing the petition.
See the number. The interim order is operating field today.
The interim orders in operation, CPC.
Till today.
22. Seal number 22. Shruti SP.
appearing for the petitioner, my lordship. I will pay the process fee today, my lordship.
Counsel for the petitioner submits needful is complete.
Interim
Office
order
to
kindly be
verify
extended, my lordship.
and issue notice. Interim order earlier granted is extended till the next date.
23.
Challenge, my lordship.
23. Sangamesh RB.
2 weeks. Party is not keeping.
At request list the matter after 2 weeks.
Any date maybe.
Date.
16. 24.
My lords, we filed a retirement memo on the last occasion, my lords. I've served the copy upon the petition and I'm filing the memo of acknowledgement, my lords.
The counsel for the petitioner has filed a memo seeking to retire from prosecuting proceedings on behalf of the petitioner due to lack of instructions. The memo is accompanied with an acknowledgement for having communicated the same to the petitioner. You have a copy of the letter.
My lords, I filed it on the last occasion. I've been
filed it.
instructed, yes, it's
It's
filed.
on record.
It's on record.
Despite the communication having made by the petitioner, the petitioner has not made arrangements to engage another counsel. Accordingly, list the matter finally on date coding, short date. If it's made clear, if the petitioner does not make arrangements to be represented by another counsel, court would pass appropriate orders. On the next date, I'll close it.
Very well.
Sir.
Yeah. 25.
Very good.
Sir. Lord, in this, my lord, the amendment is already carried on under 12/6, my lord, and it has been sent and communicated, my lord, which is not challenged till today, my lord. So the writ petition has become infructuous, my lord, in view of the amendment already carried on by the power under section 2.
No, but court notice.
Court notice.
On 4/2/2019 itself, the amendment was carried on, my lord, which was not challenged by a subsequent amendment nor a separate writ petition. Separate writ petitions, I don't have information, my lord.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಆಯ್ತು ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ನೋಟಿಸ್ ಹೋಗಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ನೋಟಿಸ್ ಪಿಟಿಷನರ್
Number 24.
is the matter week after next
24.
24 or 25?
24.
ಆ ಡೇಟ್ ಕೊಡು ಒಂದು 2 ವಾರ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ
24.
18
24. My lord, I appear in seal number 24, my lord. In fact, the council has retired the case. I have rented appearance, my lord.
That short date was, previous matter, my lord, short date was given.
just call it 24. Yes, madam, your case
24.
Vasaraj.
24 is in this
24
petitioner.
ಇದು ಬೇರೆ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿ
And the memo.
The counsel for the petitioner has filed a memo of retirement, which is accepted. Learned counsel so and so undertakes to appear on behalf of the petitioner. Relist the matter on
Any day, my lord, next week, my lord.
office to show the name of learned counsel so and so representing the petitioner. Yes. Office to delete the name of earlier counsel, Sri M.R. Hirematad.
Serial number 25, my lord, it has become infructuous.
The 25, let us see next week.
Much.
26.
My lord, I object for the whole writ petition is filed for speedy disposal and they have obtained a stay in the year 2022 and they are keeping like that itself on the ground that a stay is there, my lord. The prayer of interim prayer may be looked into, my lord. Prayer and interim prayer. Date ಇದು ಸ್ಟೇ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟೇ ಇದೆ ಅದರಿಂದ they can't even proceed. Their main ground of that they have deposited certain amount and the lower appellate court.
What is IA number 3 now before the KAT?
25% deposit.
Huh? IA number 3.
A number 3.
page 70 and 73.
Dispensing of it.
For deposit, they are seeking for dispensation. On that IA, they have come up and they have obtained a stay. 2 weeks. At page number 70, annexure L, my lord. They themselves has filed an appeal, themselves has deposited, they themselves has filed an 1 hour application for dispensation of the amount to be deposited, and they are obtained a stay herein. So the entire proceedings of
It's
execution.
only the direction for deposit.
Yes,
if at all. So the main proceeding should continue.
no, they obtained the stay may be looked into. Interim prayer. Stay of further proceedings in appeal number 126 of 2020. So by virtue of that, the stay is there. That is modified and
correct. 7/11/22 you just see?
Yes, interim order.
7/11/22. Stay of order of 10/8.
That may be clarified, Malu.
Just check.
If that is clarified,
Stay of order. 10/8 is the order directing deposit.
till next date of hearing.
Isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
So we will clarify that the main proceeding must go on.
Must go on.
Let the main proceeding go on.
Oh, yes,
Whatever deposit that you have a stay here.
Yes,
In light of the interim order of 7/11/2022, it is only the direction regarding deposit that has been stayed. And it's clarified that the main proceeding before the KAT to be continued.
Yes, much.
Interim order may be.
Interim order
For
of
deposit,
stay of order dated 10/8/2022 stands confirmed. Let us see. Now the main matter, let it go on, this will hear it. Yes.
27, M. Shivaprakash.
7 minutes. I just received the NOC brief, please, my lords. I pray for about 2 weeks, my lords. I'll go through the file. My lord, sixth and seventh respondents are impleaded because earlier this Kshema Vriddhi Sangha of this layout. They have right from 2007, they are fighting before the various authorities and various forums to protect and safeguard this park area and city community area. Just appeared, for instructions, some
For?
NOC has come in this brief.
You have appeared for on behalf of?
3 and 4, please, Milords.
Council.
3 and 4, because earlier they said that this 2, 3 and 4, please. 1 to 4, please, Milords, in fact. 1 to 4. 1 to 4, please.
The BBMPs.
Please.
Land Council so-and-so undertakes to appear on behalf of R1 to R4 instead of the earlier council. Obvious to show the name of so-and-so as representing R1 to R4 and delete the name of Land Council Shri N.K. Ramesh.
He has returned the file, please, Milords, so I have to step inside.
Relist the matter on.
One sufficient. There is an order on 29/11/2023. KB Manish. Very, this Kshema Vriddhi Sangha, they have built a office, they dated on 29/11/2023, my lord.
29?
29th of November 2023.
Yeah, serial number ಎಷ್ಟು? 665 74 ಅಲ್ವಾ? 600 branch.
Yes. On a civic community site which has been earmarked in the,
No, we'll hear it.
my lord.
Now let him, he's filing wakalat. I'll fix a date, we'll take it up.
Yes, so far as corporation is concerned, on the last date of hearing also, Mr. N. K. Ramesh said that we have nothing to do in this matter. That's how this Honorable Court passed an order and implemented this sixth and seventh respondent, that they are BDA. And again, this Talakaveri House Building Cooperative Society, Housing Society, they are implemented, my lord. On behalf of these two persons, implemented persons, notice issued. Notice the seventh respondent Housing Society, they evaded to appear before the Honorable Court. And the last date of hearing this Honorable Court, through police it has to be served, is the order passed by the Honorable Court on 24/1/2024, my lord. My lord passed a specific order and direction to serve it on this seventh respondent Housing Society.
ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ ಸ್ಲಿಪ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಇಲ್ಲ ಯಾವ ಕೇಸ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ.
On 24/1, my lord, January.
ಇದೇನಾಯ್ತು? 24/1/24, notice to R7 through jurisdictional police. Notice to R7 the jurisdiction. Check. ಅಲ್ಲ ನೀ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಕಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ.
Process ಕಟ್ಟಿ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಪರವಾಗಿ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅಂತ my learned colleague instructs me that it has been served.
Report ಅಂತಿದೆ, report received from station house officer.
ಒಂದು 5 ನಿಮಿಷ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು. ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ.
No, it's a report says there is no secretary.
Society is represented only through secretary, otherwise president. The building and office is there. They have just evading, because the reason is obviously, and my specific allegation statement, this seventh respondent and fifth respondent, one of the local.
No, correct. So now,
my lord,
the report says there is no secretary. So then we'll have to either, government must see whether there is no secretary. Then somebody, if a society is defunct, you must appoint an administrator or special officer.
ಒಂದು 3 ಸರಿ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. MFI ತರಿಸಿ ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ. ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ.
You find out by the next day, what is the status of that?
Talakaveri House.
Talakaveri Gruha Sahakara Sangha.
ನಾನು ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಈಗಲೇ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. So ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ,
I'll have it next week.
Please.
So we want that somebody to represent the society. From your official, you find out What is the status? Relist the matter on next week one date could. Fourth. Government advocate though state is not a party, government advocate to find out regarding status of the Talakaveri Gruha Nirmana Sahakara Sangha. We just give him a copy.
Just immediately I will give it, my lord.
We'll see. We'll first get somebody there and then we'll progress.
Now, what is happening is these persons, they keep quiet and they allow these land grabbers, real estate agents, they are now grabbing one after the other, the civic community plots and parks also. That's the.
Let us see.
Modus operandi they are up.
Let us see.
Please, my lord, please, my lord. I will serve a copy to my learned friend.
28, Sadashiva KG.
May I submit, my lords? Police,
Please.
if there is a direction that has to be implemented, it has to be implemented through the police only. So if there is any unauthorized construction or so, it will have to be demolished, whatever. My humble prayer is, not let the police also be
We'll do
made
it. Let somebody from the society be secured.
Please.
And then we'll see what direction.
Our officers go, not the implementation becomes very difficult. Because
No, that will make the police also.
Please.
And we'll see, but somebody must represent the society.
Society.
Let us.
Yes,
28, Sadashiva
Lord,
KG.
yes. Lord, from yesterday it is posted to this day for want of time. Lord, this Honorable Court was pleased to sought for clarification from the respondent that, my lord, whether a class 4 employee can be appointed as a election commissioner before the authorities. That is was on that score, my lord, the matter was admitted.
Recalling of witness.
And it is covered by judgment, my lord, as per Annexure G, my lord, page 43. Got it, my lord. Page 43. In the similar case circumstances, my lord, the present petition, the election officer respondent number 13 was also a class 4 employee.
Case number 4847, no? I may have pending match number 4847.
Now here he is a second division clerk, is it?
Yes, my lord.
Interim or extra.
On that score, my lord,
Hello? Hello? I may have pending alba. 4847 of 16. ಅದು ಫೈಲು ಫೋಟೋ ನಂಬರ್ 11 ಗೆ ಕೊಡಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಆಮೇಲೆ 11 అలాగే ನಂಬರ್ 4847 ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ
Now the election is already held.
my lord, election is completed, my lord, they have taken charge. My lord, dispute was raised. My lord, the first respondent has not taken consideration of the order passed by the Honorable High Court of Karnataka and brought to the notice of the fact that, my lord, they have no right to conduct the election because they have no right, my lord.
No, that is a procedural violation. If the person
My
is
lord,
not
my lord,
competent, now you should have sought for obtained stay then itself. Now, after
lord, I
third
sought
party interest
for-
is created, how
My
we
lord,
can set aside
my lord,
the election only because whole
May
election.
kindly appreciate, my lord, dispute was raised, injunction was, interim order was granted and temporarily interim order was granted. Thereafter, my lord, it is vacated and revision petition was filed before the Karnataka Appellate Tribunal. That revision petition was dismissed for want of service of notice to the parties. And thereafter, my lord, in the meanwhile, the very proceedings was completed and dispute was dismissed by the authorities. And now, my lord, I filed a writ petition after in the writ petition also we sought for the relief
Therefore, notice was ordered. May kindly appreciate they have taken some sufficient time to appear before the court. Near 1 year, my lord, they have dragged on the proceedings to receive the notice.
When was the election held?
My lord, the election conducted somewhere in the year 3 years completed, my lord.
Now, how can we set it aside?
My lord, the procedure, the authorities conducted this election is without the things, my lord, they have to conduct a re-election. But 2023, the judgment came to be passed by the Assistant Commissioner. But when they have no right to conduct the competence of the, it is reported judgment, my lord, Annexure G may kindly be looked into. 43. In the initial stage itself, my lord, we have filed a case before the authority.
You may have a
I'm
point.
told that.
No, you may have a point, but we can't set aside election.
My lord, kindly appreciate.
After 3 years, can we set aside?
My lord, no, my
After
lord.
3 years,
India,
because the returning officer is not competent, can we set aside the election?
My lord, my humble submission is this, my lord. You last may kindly appreciate. Immediately after that, my lord, I approach the authorities. It is interim order was granted. Interim order was granted initially. Later on, my lord, they have
now you file your objections. Take your stand in writing.
Lord,
therefore, the court said that,
yes, Lord, the interpretation of officer is required to be interpreted because, my Lord, whether the officer is construed as an officer of any cadre.
No, he is relying on the order of the coordinate bench at Annexure G.
I agree, but the discussion is not done. It says that the officer, so clerk is not an officer. So that has to be interpreted, my Lord.
You take your stand.
Oblige me.
Right, my humble submission is this minute, one submission, my lord. You last me kindly, last week only, the government advocate was directed to take a stand. What is the position in that matter? My lord, they took time. My lord, times are going on, my lord.
Let us see, let us see.
At least, my lord, next week, my lord, at least on that, my lord.
To take a stand in writing relating to the contention raised by placing reliance on order in WP 8020/2019. Statement of objections to be filed by
Lord.
Fourth, my lord.
Not fourth, my Lord. Meanwhile, it may be taken on second week, my Lord.
My lord, the term will be completed, my lord. By that time, I don't know why my learned friend is taking time, my lord. The stand of that has to be stated by them, my lord. They can't say like this because
on 8th by statement of objection to be filed by 8th.
My lord, one more request, my lord.
Yes.
Let the matter be posted in the orders, my lord. Otherwise, my lord, it is possible to because intervening coming of vacation, my lord.
Let us see.
My lord, kindly at least, my lord, that may be considered, my lord. It is matter may be.
If it doesn't reach on that day, make a mention at 1:30. We'll take it up. You take your stand in writing.
But let the matter be in the orders list, my lord, so that I can.
Let us see. Already 3 years are up. We can't interfere lightly in
My
an elected.
It is not that, my lord. I approaching
let him take
the
a stand in writing. Let him take a stand in writing. Yes.
29, Gautam Raghunath, AGA. 29.
There is no representation on behalf of the petitioner and the matter is called out. On 22/3/2024, this court has passed an order as follows. In light of absence of diligence in prosecuting the proceedings, petition is dismissed for non-prosecution.
30. Serial number 30, Akash Kumar. Serial number 30, Akash Kumar Gowda.
R3 is the society, is it?
B. Rupesh. B. Rupesh.
For compliance of the order on 21/3/2024, list the matter in the orders list on
4. 31, H.N. Basavaraju, Kiran Kumar, Jay Prakash Reddy.
There for respondent. Baswaraju.
31.
Baswaraju.
Basavaraju H.N. 31.
Like needs a hearing.
Basavaraju H.N.
ಇದರಲ್ಲ
Idhar.
ನಿಮ್ದೇ ಮ್ಯಾಟರು ಬಸವರಾಜ್
ಇಲ್ಲ silent.
Mute ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು.
ಇನ್ನು ಓದ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಫೈಲ್. ಬಸವರಾಜ್, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಯೋರ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್. 31.
It needs a hearing. Senior counsel was appearing in this matter.
31.
M.R. Rajgopal, senior
Rajgopal.
counsel was appearing. And he said it needs a minimum of an hour hearing. Today it may not be possible, I think.
Week after next. 5 ನಿಮಿಷ 10 ನಿಮಿಷ ತಗೊಂತೀವಿ.
ಇಲ್ಲ.
32.
Here for petitioner in this case not. But in this case not. The writ petition was dismissed for non-compliance of the office objection lot.
Now you comply with all those office objects, complied.
Will comply not.
I'll give you permission.
If this court gives permission, I'll comply with.
Pending consideration, IA 1 of 24 and 2 of 24, office objections to be complied with.
Week's time maybe, because some typed copies also
List week after next.
Much.
Yes.
33.
For the
Mohammed.
And an application for impleading.
Complete.
What is the matter?
This was the first of the society to which the government took the view 13D2 should be minimum exactly 195 days earlier notice, etc. And the election which was underway was withdrawn. Of course, my lord, now the division bench directed the election to be held within 8 weeks, etc. Nothing of the sort has been done. The case started with the fact that there was a managing director, CEO, who was an official deputed from the government. He did not take the steps which were required to be taken for holding of election before the expiry of the term. Therefore, the board was forced to take a decision to relieve him and requested the government to take action against him.
Contesting.
Thereafter, one of the employee of the bank was appointed as CEO till a full-fledged this thing is called and appointed. But with all that, during the pendency of the proceedings itself, the term of the committee expired. Therefore, an administrator under section 28A5 is appointed. Appointment of an administrator under section 28A5 is for the purpose of holding election and handing over the charge to new committee.
Now, what is the difference between administrator and special officer?
Special officer, of course, my lord, as regards special officer appointment under 31, it is not for any omission or commission. It's only for in a situation where the number of directors required for quorum are not available.
So elections has to be held.
Election has to be held.
So there, it may not be related to this case. So the special officer power, he cannot act as the management, but only till elections are held, some day to day he has to.
Yes, of course, in this section, even under 31 also, 31
And
also.
he will be same. He will act
something
as a
is
board.
added, your lordship may kindly.
He will act as a board. 4, my lord, 31-4.
Subsection 4. Special officer shall, subject to the control of the registrar and
Subsection 4 of 31.
31.
Section 31.
Yes.
The special officer shall, subject to the control of the registrar, exercise and perform all the powers and functions of the Board of Cooperative Society or any office bearer of the society and take all such actions as may be required in the interest of the cooperative society. The special officer shall, before the expiry of his term, arrange for constitution of a new board for the cooperative society in accordance with the Act and rules. In respect of this, my lord, as this society coming under cooperative credit structure, second, the proviso to section 31(1) may kindly be seen.
Yes.
Provided that special officer so appointed shall not continue for a period beyond 3 months in respect of a society in cooperative credit structure. Within that period, he should arrange the election and he should hold the election. Here, 28A5, kindly see. Subsection 5.
So now he has to hold elections.
He has to hold election. Now, this petition is immediately on his appointment. He removes the CEO appointed by the of the bank and selects his own officer from the department and appoints him as CEO. All these things are not what is required to be done by him. Within 3 months, he was required to, he was appointed, he is required to hold election. We have challenged that appointment of CEO. Pointing out this administrator an ad hoc interim arrangement for the purpose of holding election is not something ಅದಕ್ಕೆ now impleading application is filed by
No, elections are to be held.
elections are to be held, they are not going to hold
Lord-
it anyway.
Lord,
We have filed a
regarding
contempt
election, my lord,
petition.
the
All
issue,
those things have happened. Nothing of this
Lord-
sort is in the vicinity.
Lord, regarding election, my lord, the issue is before the division bench. The division bench has given a direction. We have filed an extension application there. It has to be considered. The matter is posted on 4/4, my lord. That is a different issue. This is only a appointment of an managing director, my lord. That issue has to be settled here. We needs to place some certain documents because who was the MD earlier occasion. That is one aspect, and the that we will file a statement to that extent, my lord. Election issue ಇಲ್ಲ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ.
File it by next week.
Lord, second week of April, my lord. ಆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ವೀಕಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಲಿಡೇ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. 2 ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಡೇ ಇರೋದು. I cannot be able to file.
Statement of objections of the state to be filed. Relist the matter on 15th.
Obliged, my lord.
Our
Reading application.
We have filed our objections, my lord.
He is the incumbent, isn't it? You are the incumbent.
No.
We are the society.
Primary.
Members of the.
Members like the petitioner, like we are on the same, my lord, our position and petition position. are
ಅವರಿಗೂ
one
ಲೋಕಸ್
and the same.
ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಈಗ my learned friend takes the contention that I have no locus standi. Petitioner also has no locus standi.
Let us see. I'll hear you on the.
Right. Okay. 34. Chandrasekhar GM.
ನೀನು ಕೊಡು ಅದೇನು.
Lord, inquiry was ordered, my lord, at page number 23, which was under challenge. On a complaint given by respondent 5 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವರೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, but there is a audit ನಲ್ಲಿ variation ಬಂತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು enquiry order ಮಾಡಿ suo moto. There is jurisdiction is there, my lord, so he has ordered for inquiry.
No representation on behalf of the petitioner. This is the matter finally on
4th.
HN Basavaraju.
Lord, I am appearing for the petitioner. Lord, last date of hearing, my lord, government advocate, my lord, was directed to secure the records. If the records comes, my lord, we will argue next week, my lord, we will argue this matter.
Week after next, my lord, it is not intimate.
at request, release the matter week after next. Yes.
Interim order.
Interim order earlier granted is you file a memo.
Please.
Interim order
Please.
earlier granted is extended till the next date, taking note of the memo filed.
Please.
36. Chanana Tariga K.
Petitioner to seek for a week's accommodation, my lord.
At request, is the matter week after next.
Yes. Interim order may kindly be extended.
Interim order earlier granted is extended till the next date.
Please.
Huh?
In 27/2/2020.
File a memo, file a memo.
Please.
2 days not extended. Later the memo filed.
Please.
Interim order earlier granted is extended till the next date. Yes.
37 Arjun, 38 P Anand, AGA.
In this, my lord,
Time may be granted, my lord.
only call for books of audit, my lord, that can be produced, my lord. Power is there to call for inspection, other things. Even there is a 64 inquiry which is initiated. Order is there. Twenty-nine and 30, my lord. Page number. Inquiry was initiated and now notice was sent for production of books. Production of produce really.
What is wrong with the order?
P Anand is on record, council is instructed to take time. That is
Relist the matter on
Fourth itself.
fourth.
interim order.
Interim order ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 5-6 dates ಇಲ್ಲ.
Please,
39 mentioned, 40 agent, 41, serial number 41.
My lord, I am appearing for the petitioner in this matter.
P Anand, Ramachandran.
My lord, this is a case where, my lord, this
Respond number 8. Place for short accommodation, madam. Yeah.
Appeal itself is there.
At request are made on behalf of the respondent, list the matter week after next.
next, my lord, date may kindly be given, my lord.
Date ಕೊಡಿ.
8th,
16th.
Alternative.
42?
Appeal is there. Yes, yes.
Serial number 42, SR Hegde.
This is appeal to the order, my lord. Appealable order, my lord. I seeking for. They challenge the annexure J, my lord. Membership ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು ರಿಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ 105A ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಪೀಲ್ ಇದೆ. They have to file appeal.
My grievance is that even though it is appeal, there is an alternative, but it is not efficacious because this is my second time of litigation. Wherein initially I filed, after forming my society, I filed for the registration of the society and it was rejected with the influence of the respondent number 2 Milk Union. And after coming before this honorable court in earlier petition, as my application was with the defective, this honorable court, coordinate bench of this honorable court has directed me to file fresh application and seek for the registration. Same has been granted as per annexure A, my lords. And after the registration, I had to request the respondent number 2 society for the collection of milks, my lords, because I being the milk society to collect the milk in the local area and the respondent number 2 being the milk union to the concerned district. Without being a member to the respondent number 2 union, I cannot even get the, though I am registered society, I will not be having any recognition to collect the milk and supply it to the local residents to that effect, my lords. And along with my petitions, I have also submitted some of the documents wherein the local resident has enough of the cattle and buffaloes and everything, buffaloes and sheep, my lords, for the collection of milk.
Government, what is your stand?
Lord, it has been, the society has been registered, my lord. Now, the federation, if they want to, means take them as a member or not, it's a discretion of that federation.
Milk
They have
union,
to-
madam.
Milk union, they have to take that.
Kindly see the annexure J, my lord.
Have you taken, you have filed your objection?
Yes,
Please, my
fine.
lord. I already
They
have
have filed
filed, my lord.
in the annexure J, my lords. they
105A, may permit to read, my lord.
No, that appeal will go. Now it's there for 3 years. After 3 years, we can't send them.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಸೊಸೈಟಿಗೂ ಸೇಮ್ ಇದು ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ ನ ಚಾಲೆಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಆ ರಿಟ್ ನ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಯೂಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ರಿಮೈಂಡ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪೋಸ್
happened?
ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಅವರು ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ. ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ವಿತಿನ್ 400 meters ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅರ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ
Who appears for that society?
ಚಿದಂಬರಂ.
Number GS. What happened was the contention, the reason for the rejection of my membership is that the respondent number 2 Milk Union is
Let him
stating.
come, let him come.
Please,
Now you ask him at least to come on the next.
Please, you can send.
Relist the matter on.
please, ma'am.
45, HN Basuraju.
Hearing for.
My lord,
Yes.
it may also, my lord, take, my lord, after 2 weeks, my lord, it will take some time, my lord.
List after 2 weeks.
No, one submission, my lord. In the connected matter, I appear for petitioner.
Exam for the
Sir,
respondent
in this
3.
matter, in this petition 1528 of 24, I have challenged the interim order passed by the KAT, my lord. May I request, my lord, your lordships to dispose of the petition, directing the appellate authority to dispose of the matter within a time frame of 1 or 2 months, my lord.
1528, dispute is of, appeal is of which year?
Please, my lord.
1528, connected matter.
The facts are this, my lord, the petitioner was working as a secretary in the respondent number 4.
No, what is pending, appeal or dispute?
Appeal.
Appeal.
In the
Appeal is pending.
dispute is allowed in my favor. Against that, my lord, the society has filed a cooperative appeal before the Karnataka Appellate Tribunal.
Appeal number?
Appeal number, my lord.
2003. 282 of 2023, my lord. Annexure K 47.
282 of 20?
3, my lord. Annexure
K.
Page 47.
I can only say expeditiously.
Yes, my lord, instead of keeping the matter pending here, my lord.
Please.
The
My lord, may I make one submission, my lord? Kindly, I will, Monday, my lord, I will come to the court, my lord, I will assist.
Your matter will hear. His
No,
matter
45 only.
No, 45.1. He
Please.
wants it to be disposed of.
He's
He's
not-
he's
not a
saying,
pa-
let the appeal be disposed of earlier.
He's
He's
not a
not
part-
pressing.
Is not a party.
That is a connected matter, not your matter.
Please.
WP.
And let it be the court order, my lord, let it.
Yes.
Instead of my
Yes,
submission.
yes. WP 1528 of 24 is dealing and taken up separately. The petitioner has called in question correctness of the order at annexure K. Dated 7th December 23. Whereby order on IA number 1 has been challenged.
North Society.
Full stop. IA number 1 was filed under regulation 13, seeking an order of stay against the impugned order passed in the dispute. Full stop. After the detailed consideration, the said IA came to be allowed and order of stay granted to the operation and execution of the order dated 17/10/2023. Taking note that the appeal is itself pending. The question of entering into the correctness of a discretionary order at this stage may not be appropriate. Full stop. Accordingly, instead of entering into a detailed hearing, which may lead to passing of certain observations, which may prejudice appeal pending, the petition is disposed of, directing appeal 282 of 2023 to be disposed of expeditiously. Full stop. Further, parties in the appeal are directed not to take any unnecessary adjournment. Accordingly, petition is disposed of.
Please. With an outer limit of 3 months, my lord.
I don't know the workload. Workload, I don't know. Huh?
Let there be an order, my lord.
Let us see.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ
I've said
ಅಲ್ಲ
nobody-
ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಹಿಂಗೂನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ಗೆ ಲೆಟರ್ ಬರ್ದೇ ಬರೀತಾರೆ.
Both sides must not ask.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಹೌದು ಅಲ್ಲ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಲೆಟರ್ ಬರ್ದೇ ಬರೀತಾರೆ ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಹಂಗಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಟೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ
I don't know the workload, how work.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೆನ 3 or 4 months ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ
4 to 6 months, my lord, maybe.
Said appeal to be endeavored to be disposed of within 6 months.
Much.
Obligation.
46, 47 adjourn, 48, Raghu MN. 48.
Lord, in this matter, they sought for writ of mandamus to declare result, my lord. I think the result is not declared. There were several number of writ petitions, my lord. I will seek an instructions whether any writ petition is pending pertaining to that in society or not. It may be taken on first, my lord.
We list the matter on first.
First, published. How to?
Final hearing 49.
Here for first response.
For the R4, my lord.
As directed by this honorable court, ಅದನ್ನ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ rehash ಮಾಡಿ ಹಾಕಿ. Memo of calculations.
ನೋಡ್ಕೊಬಿಡ್ತಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ನೋಡ್ಕೊಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ
ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೊಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಸ್ವಾಮಿ 23 ಸೀರಿಯಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ 23 ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಲೇಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಪಕ್ಕದ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೆ, ಅದು ಅಡ್ಜರ್ನ್ ಹೋಗಿದೆ. 16:04 ನೋಡಿ ನಾವು
ನೋಡಿ.
ಹೀಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟು
ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಫೇಲ್ ಮಂಡೇ 2:30 ಜಸ್ಟ್ ನೋಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು
ನೋಡಿ
ಕಾನ್ಸಿಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಸ್
ನೋಡಿ.
ಮಂಡೇ ಬೇಡ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ, ಮಂಡೇ ಟ್ರಯಲ್ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವು
We list the matter on
2:30 ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಸರ್.
ನೋಡೋಣ ಸರ್. ಮಂಡೇ ಮಂಡೇ
1ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು 1
ಆಗ್ಬೋದು.
2:30 on first.
2:30.
ನೀವೇ ಸೆಟಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ನಮ್ದು ಅಡ್ಜುಡಿಕೇಶನ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ on the face of it, my lord, the property in question has been action. As on the date of actioning, they did not take into consideration the amount paid by me subsequent to filing of the dispute. But they have put for action as per the award. That is totally wrong.
ನೀವು ಚೆಕ್ ದ ಮೆಮೋ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್.
ಅದನ್ನೇ
ಅಲ್ಲ, ಮೆರಿಟ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಅವ್ರು ಏನಾದ್ರು ಹೇಳೋದಾದ್ರೆ
ಅಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ,
ನಾನು
merit-
ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ.
I'm not
ಅಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂತಂದ್ರೆ
Yes,
ನಿಮ್ಮ
ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಪ್ರಿಡಿಸರ್ ರೋಸ್ಟರ್ ಜಡ್ಜ್ ಮುಂದೆ ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿ
ಅಲ್ಲ,
ದಿ ಲರ್ನೆಡ್ ಜಡ್ಜ್ ಸೆಡ್ ಇದೇನೋ ಇವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ನೋ ಕೇಸ್, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ನೋ ಕೇಸ್. ಯಾಕೆಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಬೆಂಚು ಇದೇನೋ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವೇಶನ್ ಇದೆ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ. ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಇದೇನೋ ಇದು
ಅಲ್ಲೇ
ಸ್ಟೇ ತಗೊಂಡಿದೀವಿ ನಾವಿದೀವಿ ಅಂತಂತಾರೆ. ಆ ಸ್ಟೇ ತಗೊಂಡಿರೋದೇ ತಪ್ಪು. They have misled the court.
Let us see.
ಈಗ
They have misled the court
ನೋಡೋಣ.
and suppressed the material facts.
ಲೋನ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿರೋದು
ಇದೆಲ್ಲಾನು
ಮನೆ ಕಟ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ.
ಇವರು ಹೇಳೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. They have
ಆಯ್ತು,
misled.
ನೋಡೋಣ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಆಗುತ್ತ ನೋಡು. ಎಸ್
ಮಂಡೇ ಬನ್ನಿ. Is it 2:30 ಮೇಲೆ?
2:30 on Monday.
ಆಗ್ಬೋದು.
Serial number 50, Somshekhar.
Appear for the petitioner, my lord.
You appear for?
I appeal for the petitioner, my lord.
No, Respondent number 2.
Devi Prasad Shetty.
They're seeking time. We'll have it next week.
I leave it to next week. I leave it to my lord. I leave it to my lord.
Yeah, but 10th.
Much obliged.
ಇದ್ಯಾವ್ದಿದು? Ordered. ಆಯ್ತು ನೋಡೋಣ ಸರ್, ಬೇರೆ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. ಆಯ್ತು ನೋಡೋಣ.